Good to have you here. I can't believe you're a prodigy. You're like first. Okay, for those who don't know you, because they're gonna know you, but let's talk about how this all began for you. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Oklahoma.
Okay.
You call me prodigy. I call myself just the guy from Oklahoma who plays the keys. But yeah, so I started in 2010.
Okay.
I was a normal kid living in Oklahoma. Posted up a video.
Okay.
And,
going to school like everybody else. And
yeah,
doing
going to
thing.
school, doing the normal thing, and
That's
now
cool.
I've been making music now for 5 years, and I'm still throwing punches and excited to be doing it.
Good for you, man.
Oh,
Good
thank
for
you.
So I heard that your brother wrote a letter into Ellen to get on the show.
That's the rumor. That's actually not true. They just came to us. My brother loves to take credit for it, though. Like
as he should.
He brings it up like at least every time I see him, at least like 2 times.
Okay.
And usually I'm the one. He's like, "Oh, you should pay for dinner because like I did that." But it's actually not.
That's hilarious.
But
how did they discover you then?
I think they just contacted me and they figured it out, and it was great. And we just were back on the show 2 weeks ago, and I was performing the new single, and I was glad to be back and doing showing her the new records and everything.
Yeah,
it was really
that's an
great.
amazing story to go from there. Were you 12 or 13? How old were you when you first got?
I was 12 when it
12 years
happened.
old. That's
I released
incredible.
my first record when I was 14.
Were you nervous to be on TV?
Of course, yeah.
Like that?
I'm still nervous all the time when you do performances. I think Ringo Starr says it the best. He says he gets nervous before every performance.
Wow.
And if Ringo Starr can get nervous before every performance, then
yeah, but that's good though.
Before every performance.
When it gets boring, I guess it's not a good thing, right?
Yeah. No, you gotta stay on your toes.
How long have you been playing the piano for?
I started playing when I was, I guess, like 8 or 9.
Okay.
And been singing since I was like 3 or 4. Like I remember like early memories, and there's videos of me as like a really young kid just like belting it out.
And you weren't afraid to sing in front of the family, or?
Oh no.
you were doing your thing.
Yeah, I was. There was no sort of fear in that department. Was rocking out.
That's awesome. So I saw that Ellen was talking about how you were a kid, you were young when you started singing. So you didn't fully develop yet, and you had you had a much higher voice. But then at some point you woke up the next morning and you were like, hi everybody. Yes.
Yeah, it happened very instantaneously. I was on the road when it happened. When my voice changed, and it's not fun, man. It's not. I bet. It's something. It's not something to go home and brag home about, but it is what it is. It's life. I sang through it at the time, which was tough, but I've been away from the scene for a bit, and partially the reason was I just wanted, before I came back with music, I want to make sure it was fully set and there was no cracks anymore.
Yeah, and you pretty much developed your career very well. I mean, you grew up to be a good-looking kid. You sound great. You still sound great, and you're still doing your thing. What did Ellen say after she saw you again after so many years?
We had just sent her. I have an EP coming out top of the year, and I was very, very nervous for her to hear it because I was gonna say, man, what if she doesn't like it? This person who basically started my career, and after the performance, she came back and she said, I really love the music, and that was like that just meant everything to me,
Right.
And something I'll be thinking about for a long time, and it was great to be back on the show performing the new song on the same stage where it all happened for me was really special.
What's it like to have all these fans now?
It's good. As long as they like the music, I'm happy. And luckily, within the past 2 weeks, they've been really like reacting to the song, and it's good as an artist. You spend a lot of time in the studio, and you hope that you can impact people with music, because that's why we're all in it, right?
Yeah.
We want people to be inspired by our craft, and these past 2 weeks have just been amazing to see people reacting to the song, and I think they're happy with it.
What is the craziest thing a fan has done to you so far?
I've got things thrown at me, man. I think the most like
good things or bad things?
Both. Sometimes I got a retainer thrown at me one time, and I was not feeling that, and not in the case either. Like seriously, I think someone popped it out of their mouth and
they threw it at you.
Yeah,
aren't those things expensive?
Yeah, and why I would want it either.
Why would somebody do that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. That was really strange.
You should have thrown it back. I'm just kidding. You should have done that.
I've been bit before. I think it was on accident. I hope it was on accident.
Jeez.
Yeah.
They get super excited. Like, I love you.
Yeah, life of an artist is rough, man.
Man, craziest thing you've signed?
Everyone's gonna come up with a cop out, but like boobs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
You're like, hey, sorry, mom.
Yeah.
do my thing, right?
Everyone does that, yeah.
So you're on the road right now. Do you get homesick, or do you get to see the family a lot, or?
Yeah, I'm living in LA now, and I've been back and forth for a while these past couple years, and it's hard sometimes. I'm from Oklahoma, so it's like it's two completely different worlds.
Yes.
But you wake up every morning and you just keep your eye on the prize while you're here. But yeah, I miss my friends, miss my dog. I have a Mustang back home.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, 1996, or no, 1966. Sorry, and
that's
so yeah,
legit.
I miss the car for sure.
What color?
It's blue, navy blue.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
He's pretty bad.
So being here in LA, do you find that people are a lot much nicer than you expected when you see on TV and Hollywood and all that?
Interesting. I think it depends who you hang out with.
It does. It's funny because when you think of LA and Hollywood, you think everybody's very, I'm an actor, I'm this and that. But the people who are born here in LA tend to be a lot more chill than the people who are from somewhere else and come to LA.
I think you just have to find the right crowd of people.
Right.
I don't think it's like an LA thing.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes to know like when people are actually being real and when they're just kind of like, oh, you have Instagram followers. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
But I hang out with just a lot of songwriters and people who have just sort of come out here to make music, and that's what they do, and so they're authentic people, which is nice.
What does Greyson like to eat? What's your favorite spot here in LA?
Oh man, I'm all about the taco just stands and just
nice.
Really good Mexican food,
like the real authentic tacos.
Yeah,
the kind with the little smaller tortillas.
Yeah, and
nice.
The good stuff. So there's a couple taco spots. The sushi here is awesome.
It is.
But there's one spot in particular in Santa Monica called Lares.
Okay.
Pico, you got to try it, man.
Really, I never heard of it.
The best Mexican food ever. We've
Really?
been going for 4 years.
Okay.
And they like every time I go in, they're like, oh my God, you've grown.
Oh, they remember you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so let's talk about the music. You got the EP out right now, right? Or is it
EP's coming out top of the year. Single Afterlife is out now.
Okay, got it. And the music video?
No music video yet.
Okay.
I have a lyric video and a live video.
Got it.
Out right now. Working on a music video.
What are your plans for the next year, for 2016?
I think I'm super excited. I'm working these past 4 months. I've been shooting a documentary.
Okay.
And a lot's about to come out with that, and top of the year, and then releasing the EP. I've been away from the scene for a bit, so this is sort of my reintroduction to a lot of people, showing them what I've been working on,
right.
And giving a sound that's more mature and a little more transparent. I wrote all the songs on the EP, so when people are listening to them, they can know that it's coming from a place. And
awesome.
This is Greyson now.
Dude, Greyson, you're a good guy, man.
Thanks,
really
man.
nice to meet you. Good having you here. It's iHeartRadio's Next Up. Greyson Chance, everybody who's about to perform right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
After. Okay,
cool.
Sweet, man. Thanks.